This video is going to cover what I eat in a day and then what you can do to get lean over 40. Just for you guys, I've developed a free meal plan and you can click the link below to get the free meal plan. It's specifically designed for women over the age of 40 and it's designed to sort of complement doing a weightlifting regime. Yeah, I'd love for you to download the plan. As I said, there's a link below, so just click the link below. So I'm going to start off with breakfast. Now, this is a breakfast I absolutely love, which is protein pancakes. So I've got the pan on, the frying pan, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of light fry oil, just a couple of squirts, because we don't want any additional fat. Everything's weighed out. So I'm putting 3 eggs into a NutriBullet now, and then I'm using something called Smart Protein Powder by PhD. This one is actually great because it's a plant protein, and I'm trying to be a bit more plant-based at the moment so that I'm doing less damage to the environment. I've got a scoop of whey protein, some oats. So at the moment I'm putting in 20 grams of oats, but sometimes they would go up to kind of 30, 40 or even 50 grams depending on where I am with my diet. But at the moment I'm having to sort of drop quite a bit of body fat because I'm competing in around 11 weeks time. I'm also putting a small banana in there, or you could put half a banana. I'm actually having this, I've just come back from the gym and I need to eat within half an hour of training. So I'm actually having this because I am post-workout. I'm putting a banana in. You could put half a banana. This is quite a small banana, so it's okay to have a whole one of those. And then just because the mixture is going to be a little bit thick probably, I'm putting in some unsweetened coconut milk, but you could have unsweetened almond milk. So now I'm going to blend that all up in the NutriBullet. I've blended the pancake mixture up in the NutriBullet, so it's just a question of making the pancakes. I've got the frying pan hot and just pour the pancake mixture in to however you want it, really, whatever size you want the pancake to be. And then you just cook those each side. So that pancake is kind of ready now. It's kind of a little bit brown. It's cooked all the way through. And I have got a lovely stack of pancakes. You wouldn't know that this was diet food. They look really, really good. Look at that, they're steaming as well. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna top that with some blueberries. Now I use frozen blueberries because they just keep for longer. It's much, much easier. I think it works out better value for money as well, and they're just as tasty. So I've just defrosted those in the microwave. So I'm going to just top with a few blueberries. I don't bother weighing them out. It's just kind of like a handful of blueberries. And then I really, really love this skinny syrup. It's got 0 calories in it, so it's great if you're having to watch what you eat, but it just kind of adds a little bit of flavour. So instead of maple syrup, I've got a salted caramel skinny syrup there, and it's absolutely amazing. So this is my favourite breakfast. I have it nearly every day, and it's very, very satisfying. You wouldn't know it was diet food. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm going to tuck into that now. It's pretty much the same as eating traditional pancakes. They taste just as good, and they're probably a little bit more satisfying because these ones have got oats in them. Really good. So we're back for lunch, and my lunch today is going to be a plant-based lunch. I've got some organic tofu there. I've got some green beans. I'm boiling some sweet potatoes, and I'm going to have a bit of spinach with it. So I'm just going to prepare the tofu. I've got this jerk seasoning that I put on it because tofu is quite bland. The jerk seasoning is not for the faint-hearted, I have to say. It's really, really quite hot, so if you don't like hot food, don't do that. But I absolutely love hot food. And the other thing is with hot food is it's good to get lots and lots of flavour and spices in your food as well when you're dieting or you're on a cut, because then you will find that the flavour makes it more satisfying. So I've got my tofu on the plate with my green beans and spinach. Very, very healthy vegetables. I've cooked my sweet potatoes. I would recommend that you do this ahead because otherwise it's a bit of faffing around with your lunch. So yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of 100 grams of potato, and that should keep me full for the next 3 hours until I have my afternoon snack. So that's it. So it's tofu in a jerk seasoning, green beans and spinach underneath, with 200 grams of sweet potato. Yummy. So now it's time for my afternoon snack. I'm putting it in this Tupperware because I've got to go out and about. So I'm having 120 grams, I'm just weighing this out now, of fat-free yogurt, which is 0% fat yogurt, because I'm going to get all my fats now from my nut butter. So I need to weigh that out very, very carefully because we don't want to have too much of the nut butter. So I've got 15 grams of nut butter on my plan, which is quite a bit of nut butter. Now that on its own would not be very nice without a bit of sweetener. I've got a sweet tooth, and I use this stuff called erythritol. There are no calories in it, and it's a natural sweetener. So I'm just going to put a spoonful or two of that in. This one's a brown one, so it's like really, really tasty. Mix it around a bit, and then that's ready to go as my afternoon snack, which I'll kind of have probably about 3 or 4 o'clock. So I'm back for the preparation of the evening meal now. So we've got some noodles. These are zero noodles. Absolutely fantastic because they're really low in calories. They're barely any calories at all. So I don't have any carbs in my evening meal. So that gives me the satisfaction of having something that feels like carbs. I think they also do pasta, and they do the zero rice. So I'm going to use a bit of this coconut milk, not the tinned coconut milk, because that's kind of a bit too high in fats. Bit of peanut powder, again that's kind of quite low in fat. Some prawns, 100 grams of prawns I'll have in there. Spring onion, chilies, pepper, and I've got a few green veggies, some broccoli, and I think that's mange too, that I just steamed lightly, not for very long, earlier on. So I'm just going to do some light spray oil and chuck in the chilies and the spring onion there. And then Don't really have to fry these off because it's going to cook in the coconut milk, and so just a real small dash of the coconut milk. It's just so that you've got a bit of liquid that's going to, otherwise it would be a bit dry otherwise. A teaspoon or two of peanut powder, not a lot. It's just to give flavour. So I'll just mix that all together. I'm putting some, because it's the evening and I don't want to spend a long time cooking, I've normally got to cook for my kids and my family as well. So I'm just going to use paste rather than actual garlic paste, and grated ginger, which is a bit of a hassle. I'm just going to do the garlic paste and the ginger paste. So I always buy those when I'm in the supermarket, and they're just really handy. It's easy to use. So I'm going to mix that around, and then I've just got some cooked prawns. I've not even defrosted them because they will, I normally just, if I'm going to defrost them in hot water, but this is hot, so they're just going to defrost in there. So that's 100 grams of, around about 100 grams of prawns. I've kind of eyeballed that, which maybe isn't the best thing in the world if you're going to be really accurate. And a little bit of broccoli, a few mange too. You just wait for that to cook. There are the zero noodles. They look anything like, they just look just like normal noodles. I'm going to put half a packet in there. That's my evening meal, which is zero noodles in a kind of peanut sauce with prawns and veggies, any kind of low carb veggies of your choice. If you go green, normally that means low carb, but things like peppers and cauliflower are also low carb. So I'm back for my last meal now, which is, it's like a breakfast. Oats, nut butter, and to sweeten, some of my beloved zero syrup. The oats have been in for about a minute and a half, I think, something like that. So it's only 30 grams, so they don't take long to cook. 30 grams isn't a great deal, but it just stops me getting hungry at night. That's my final kind of snack of the day. 30 grams of oats with some nut butter and some zero syrup. So that'll keep me going at night. So guys, that was a video recording what I eat in a day. I'd love for you to visit my website. You'll get loads more tips and information there about staying in shape over 40. And please do comment below and let me know how you get on if you've downloaded the free meal plan.